Today we are going to be creating kids animated cartoon videos together. So see you soon on the other side. The first step is to come up with story ideas, and we are going to be using Google Gemini. You can access it via gemini.google.com like you can see up here. Okay, so once you are done with that, make sure that your settings are on 2.5 flash, which is the latest model as per the time of recording this video. Okay, once you are done, all you're going to do is to input a prompt that asks for story ideas. So I already have something in my Google Docs. All we have to do is to come over here and we copy it. So it says, I want to create cartoon animated videos for kids. Can you give me story ideas? So we are going to come back to Gemini and paste it over here, just like this. Then we are just going to click on submit, give that time, and we see what results they are going to provide us with. Like you can see right now, here are the different results we have. We have the early learning adventures. We have the social emotional stories, different concepts over here. We have world and nature explorers. So we are going to carefully go through these and we choose one particular one to work with. For easy use, I'm just going to highlight and copy this, okay, just like this. Then I'll paste it in the Google Docs so that I can quickly go through these details and see which one I would like to work with, like I told you guys earlier on. Now, when you look closely at these stories, what Gemini did, it gave us concepts, and then under each concept, it gave us some ideas that we can work with. So, for example, number one, early learning adventures, focusing on shapes, colors, numbers. Then we have the first story as the case of the missing triangle. So once you go through this, you'll see what the story will be about. Like you can see, you have the concept, educational element, character idea, like you can see over here. Okay. So the next one is the rainbow mixer mystery, and same thing. You'll be able to see the concept, educational element. This is going to help you identify what category you want to work with and what specific story you want to go with. So the fun thing about AI is that if you already have something in mind, if you already have an idea, you can specify it to the AI and then you build from that. Okay. So then option 2 over here, we have social emotional stories. They focus on friendship, kindness, feelings. So we have things feeling factory. We have our concept and the educational element, which is identifying and managing emotions and communication. Okay. So the next one we have under that category is the little cloud who couldn't train. Like you can see, we have our concept over here and educational elements. So which is overcoming fear, understanding one's value, and empathy. So I think I like this more. However, there is another one over here, which is the world and nature explorers. So all you have to do here is to go through which particular one that you want to work with, and you're going to choose one. Okay. So I'm going to be working with one of these, either a Finn's Filling Factory or the Little Cloud Who Couldn't Train. Now you have to come down here and you see what suggestions it gave you next. Like you can see, it says to help you decide, think about these questions. What age range are you targeting? What animation style would you use? Do you want the videos to be purely entertainment or primarily educational? So you should highly put those in mind before you choose a particular story to work with, so that you can get the best results once the AI generates for you. Okay. So the last message we got from Google Gemini was asking us which of these themes sounds the most exciting to start developing first. So I went ahead and chose the particular one that I want to work with. So all I did is to copy everything that it provided for that story. Then I pasted it down over here. Okay, just how it was. Then I chose my target audience, which is preschoolers. The style, I want vibrant 3D. Then the videos are meant to be both entertaining and educational. So what we are going to do is to just highlight and copy this. Then we are going to go back and paste it in Google Gemini so that we get our story ready. So let's go ahead and paste it over here just like this. And we are going to submit. to see what results we are going to get at this time around. Okay, like you can see down here, we have our story ready. So all you have to do is to go through all these details and make sure you like how everything came out like. So down here it says, do you want to start brainstorming dialogue lines for the main characters, Carl and Sunny? So we are first going to go ahead and say yes to see the results it's going to provide us with. However, I want us later on to ask you to provide us with text to image prompts and then, image to video prompts. But first, let's try to see where it's taking us with this prompt. So let's click on yes, and we see the results it's going to provide us with. Okay. So guys, like you can see, these are the results. So everything came out really great. So for the next step, like I had promised you guys, we are going to be using ChatGPT because I feel like it's well trained for stories like this. However, if you want to continue with Gemini, go ahead and do that. Just continue prompting until you get all the details that you want. We will be coming back to Google Gemini because it's going to help us generate beautiful free images that are consistent for our story. So let's head over to ChatGPT first, and then we are going to paste our prompt over there. Right now, I'm in ChatGPT, like you can see, and I already have a prompt that I've put down that we are going to be using. So it says, here is my story outline, then open, close the brackets where we are going to paste our prompt. So it continues to say that I want you to build from that. Okay, there is some mistakes over here. Let me go ahead and fix them. Okay, so it says I want you to build from that. Make sure to provide text to image prompts, image to video prompts for each scene. Also add a voice over narrator. So you can do this in Google Gemini. However, I felt like Google Gemini for a complete beginner would be a little bit more complicated. It could confuse them. And ChatGPT is way easier to use as a beginner. So that's why I switched to ChatGPT because I've used it several times for stories and it's well trained, like I said. So if you saw, guys, I just pasted our story over there, the story outline. Now let's go ahead and click on submit, and you're going to see what I'm telling you guys about. So like you can see, ChatGPT has gone ahead to generate for us everything. So everything looks clear and neat, easy to navigate, easy to work with. So like you can see the title, then it shows you the duration that you can use, target audience, tone, everything is included. So we go to the first scene, which is a fluffy day, and you can see the narrator's voice over here. So this is what you'll be able to turn from text to audio. You just have to use tools like 11 Labs, and I'm going to show you how. Then there is this option over here. We have the dialogue, the story over there. Like you can see, we have the text to image prompt. Then we have the image to video prompt. So I'm going to show you how you're going to turn all of these into one beautiful story, and also how you can animate other images into videos. Okay, guys? Now, for our next step, I want us to come back to Google Gemini, and I want you to open a new chat. You can click over here and you'll click on this box over here. But it should be able to show you a new workspace over here once you open Gemini. Okay. Then you'll click on this option of tools. Under tools, you'll see this option that says create images. So I want you to set at that. So I want you to click on that. Like you can see, it will automatically turn blue, like you can see on my screen. Then come back to ChatGPT, and we are going to be starting with scene one. So what I want us to do is I want us to first get our images ready. Then we will be continuing from there. Okay. So let's first go and find the option of text to image. And that's what we are going to work with first. If you want to highlight and copy this, then you paste it in Google Docs for easy access. Feel free to do that. But in this particular video, I'm just going to work with it as it is. So all you have to do is to go ahead and highlight and copy everything for the first scene. Then you're going to come back to Google Gemini and paste it over here, just like this. Then we are going to click on submit to see the results we are going to get for our first image of the story. Let's give that time until it's ready. In the meantime, if you're already finding value in this video, I kindly request you to support the channel by liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on content like this. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below and I'll be able to answer them as soon as I can. Thank you very much, guys, and let's proceed. Like you can see right now, our image is ready, okay? So this is what we are going to be working with. And all we have to do is to go back and copy the second prompt and also make sure that this AI understands the image that we work with. Now, since there is already 3 characters in this image, it might be difficult for us to know which specific character is cow. So maybe we can go back to ChatGPT and we first ask for separate character description so that we know exactly what character we are working with. It's going to make sense later on in this video as we progress. You'll see what I'm trying to do. Right now, I want you to just trust the process. You go back to ChatGPT and you're going to ask for full character description of the 2 characters we are working with for this story. Okay. So like you can see, ChatGPT has gone ahead to identify the characters we have. We have Cumulus Cow over there. Then we have Raina, the thundercloud. Then we have the Sprinkle, the rain cloud. We have 3 characters. Okay. So let's first go ahead and generate an image of um, Cow. Okay. So let's just click on copy. Then we have him over here in ChatGPT, sorry, in Google Gemini. So let me paste his uh, prompt over there and we click on submit so that we have his consistent image. Let's give that time as it generates. We can go ahead and collect the second description of our second character, which is Sunny, the sunflower. So let's go ahead and copy all of these. So don't worry about these things of emotions. We will just go ahead and use the first prompt we have. So we'll just be commanding the AI to, adjust accordingly. So now we know which is Cumulus cow over here, like you can see. So that's going to be our consistent image of cow. Now let's paste this over here for the sunflower and we see what we are going to get as it generates. Let's go back and copy our last character over here, the rain thunder cloud. So let's copy these, okay, just like that. And then we come back to Gemini, paste it over here, okay, just like that. If you're not happy with the results, you can always regenerate before you find a new character. Okay, so this is going to help us have consistency in our story. Now, what you're going to do here is to download these and you save them on your device for later access. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with a call over here. I'm just going to click on download and I'll save that like I told you guys. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the remaining images as well. Okay, now that we have all 3 our main characters ready, let's go back to ChatGPT and we are going to repeat the scene generation of scene 1. Okay, so you have to be sure that whatever you're working on, you have to go through it and make sure it makes sense. You get to know what characters are in those particular scenes so that you can add them accordingly. So go through the dialogue, then you go through the text to image prompt, which is very, necessary for this step. Then once you highlight and copy everything, okay, you're just going to bring it back to Google Gemini and paste it over here. So for consistency, you have to make sure that you attach the images you want this tool to pick from. So what we are going to do is to attach the images for our prompt. Okay, so we need to have a cow, and then we also need the dark rainy image the last one we had. So I saved those on my desktop. I'm going to go ahead and try to upload them really quick. So this is what the image attachments are going to look like above your prompt. And just to add on to that, like you can see on the prompt, I made sure to tell the AI to keep both characters attached above consistent. So let's go ahead and click on submit to see the results we are going to get this time around. So let's just wait for that. In the meantime, we can go ahead and go through the second prompt to see what characters are included in that. Okay, so that we are sure what we are going to be working with. So as seen to the thirsty ground, like you can see, we have, let's go to the image prompt, text to image, a colorful 3D valley, crackdown patch in the middle, dry spot, sunflower. So in this prompt, we have sunflowers and other flowers. So we are going to attach our flower image, and then we will make sure that the AI understands that for the main image character of the sunflower, we want it consistent. Then it can play around with the rest. Okay, so let's copy this prompt as well, just to be ready. So once the other one is done, all we have to do is to paste this over there, and then we will attach our image. Okay, so let's come back here. Looks like there must be a misunderstanding. You mentioned sprinkle, but only provided images of Cumulus cow and Rainer. Could you please clarify if you'd like me to create an image of sprinkle, or if you'd like me to combine Cumulus cow and Rainer into one image described in initial request? Okay, this is good because I missed out one character, and we didn't get you know, we didn't get a character description of Sprinkle with ChatGPT. So I don't know how it skipped that. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I want all three characters in one image. Keep the two images attached the same, and imagine Sprinkle. Okay. So let's give it a new prompt. So it did well to clarify. Let's click on submit and we see if it will do that for us, like if it will give us the consistent image with all three included with this and then the new one, which is sprinkle. Okay, so let's wait for that and we see how it's going to turn out like, guys. There we have it. All three of them are now in one image and they look great. These two, as we requested in the beginning, as we generated the first images, like you can see, they all look exactly the same, like we have them in this single image. Hopefully that makes sense. For this one over here, the sprinkle, we didn't have her, but now she is included. You can now ask separately for it to be generated. Now you can go ahead and give this AI a prompt that says, give me a separate exact image of Sprinkle. Then it will do that for you so that you have the memory of Sprinkle. And also you get to download her separately, in that when you come back in a prompt where she is included, you can easily attach all three images and you'll have the character consistency. So this works for all types of images you're working with, whether it's human-like cartoon images, any image, realistic images, even if it's your own images that you want to keep consistent, you can upload your image and you'll get consistent results. Hopefully that makes sense. Now let's go back and we find the next prompt, which we just went through. So for this, we only need the sunflower image. Then we are going to let it think through the other characters attached over here. So like all I see is some bit of other sunny flowers or something like that. So let's go ahead and copy this. Our main character is the sunny flower, which we already have the image for it. Let's paste it over here, follow the same steps we took, and upload the image over here. Okay, now I'm done attaching the image, and like you can see, at the end, I added that I keep sunny consistent in the new image generation. So let's click on submit still to see how these results are going to turn out like. Then we are going to proceed to the third scene. Let me scroll through it and we see what characters we are going to be working with. So for this, we need that cute fluffy white cloud. Um, and we need the sunflower. So yeah, we are going to be working with the white sunny cloud and the sunflower. So let's see if this will turn out exactly like how we want it. Let's go ahead and click on copy. We come back over here to see if the new generation is actually ready. So let me see. Okay, this is how it turned out like. Not bad. We still have sunny consistent. So for the image, it commanded her, for the prompt, it commanded her to be a bit bent. So I think this is why she is like that. And yeah, she's still the same person or the same character. Okay. So let's proceed to the third prompt. So this time I'm going to attach the fluffy cloud and then the sunny image. Okay. So, guys, like you can see, I've ran our third prompt, and this is how both our attached images came out like the white one and then the flower. So, for this dark cloud, it's not like the other one that we were working with earlier on. So, this for the prompt just said a mountain, a large gray mountain shaped cloud in a bright blue sky. So, that's why this came out like this. So it has nothing to do with our previous dark cloud over here that we were working on earlier. We were working with earlier on. Okay. So this is how it turned out like. And guys, that's how you generate images with this tool. So we are not going to be going over it in this video for the whole entire story, but feel free to use this tool. It's free, completely free of charge. Okay. So take advantage of it and generate the best images of everything that you want to work with. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and start assembling our story in a different tool. Then later on, I'm going to show you how you can actually turn these images into videos. For those of you who are planning to upload them on different platforms, for example, like YouTube, TikTok. So before we move forward, I want us to challenge this tool to generate for us a book cover as well. So my prompt says generate a suitable colorful book cover image for the above story titled Humorless Cow's Big Mistake in beautiful kids font. So let's click on submit to see the results it's going to provide us with. So we are going to come back to this later on. For now, let's head over to our next tool that we are going to be using, which is Canva. So this is the Canva interface, and you can access Canva via www.canva.com, like you can see over here. And the option we are going to be working with is the templates option. So all you have to do is to click on that option. Then you're going to search for Storybook. Okay. So let's type in storybook because all we want here is to get the right size to work with. Okay. So let me click on this option over here. So let's give that time as it opens up. Like you can see, there is a variety of templates, and then there is this option of create a blank. Now that we already have our pages, let's go ahead and build from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this option that says create a blank storybook. Let's click on that and wait for that to open up. Now we have a clean canvas to work with. So all you have to do here is to click on this option of upload. Then you're going to upload all the images that you're going to be working with. Like you can see right now, I have all of mine ready. Going back to Google Gemini, remember we left a prompt of our book cover. So this is the book cover it came up with for us. all you have to do is to click on download, and then you're going to be using this as your book cover. If you don't like the results, you can always regenerate. If there is different elements you want to work with or any changes you want to make, all you have to do is to come down here and you give this AI a new prompt, then it will make all the changes that you want. Okay, so let's come back over here. Like I said, guys, I've already uploaded the images, so let's start working with the book cover. All we have to do is to click on this option on the image just like that, and it's going to come over here. So drag it by the corners just like this to make sure that it fits this workspace really well, that everything is covered up on the canvas. Okay, we don't want to have any blank spaces over there. So that's what our book cover is going to look like. All you have to do is to come up here, and then you're going to click on this option of add a page. Then you're going to have a new page to work with. So this is where we are going to be inputting our text and all of that. So all you have to do here is to click on this option of text. Then you're going to go ahead to click on this option of add a text box. So it's going to surface over here, and all you have to do is to go back to ChatGPT, and then you go to the first scene. Okay, you're going to take out this dialogue over here. Okay, so all you have to do is to copy everything just like this. Um, copy it with wisdom, go through it, and just make sure that everything you're inputting in your book makes sense. Right now, I'm just trying to show you an example. So let's go ahead and paste it over here, just like that. So you're going to go ahead and position this wherever you want on your textbook, whether you want it on the sides, up, wherever you want, okay? Then you'll come over here and click on the elements option. You're going to search for bloop, okay? So like you can see, you're going to go with this option of frames, okay? So you can search for bloops, and then you click on frames, click on CO. So you're just going to go through the different ones available, and if you see which one you want to work with. Let me just take out this organic thing over here. We just want like different bloop, yeah, blob shapes, guys. Okay, you get the point. Okay, so let's wait for that until it gives us different options that we can choose from. Okay, these are perfect. So we are searching for blob under frames, and once they surface, all you have to do is to choose on the particular one that you want to use. So you can try out the different ones and see if you like them better on your design. Let's first realign these. Okay, I want it on the side just like this to see if that will give our book a better feel. Okay, so I'm going to position it over there just like that. Then all you have to do is to come back on this option of uploads. You're going to drag the image for image one and make sure you drop it inside this frame. Okay. So, yeah, like you can see. So that's what it's going to look like. Now, this is also going to give you a chance to choose the perfect color for your page. So you're going to compare this background page to the current one you have. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to click on this option of colors. They're going to give you the main colors in your main images, and you can select from those ones. Like you can see, we have the photo colors over here. Let's wait for them to load, and then we are going to try them out on our design. In the meantime, you can either generate a new page. You can click on add new page, okay, just like this, or you can just duplicate this page and then you edit out, the different content. So let's first change the image background over here, so you can go ahead and try the different ones to see if you like them better on the design. That green is a no-no, that blue is too bright and it takes away from the image. So like you can see, guys, we are trying out the different stuff and we see what we actually like better. So I think that would do, it would blend really well into other page. If you're not happy with the results, you can always go ahead and change until you find something that you like. We also still have default colors down here that you can try out and you see if they come out better on the book. Okay, so let me try to reduce on the transparency of the background color and we see if we'll get a better visibility. Okay, so for some reason I'm not getting that option, which means we have to work with what we have right now. Maybe we can try to make this the text a bit more bold. Okay, and we'll make sure that everything is really visible. So let's add some effects to our font, to our text, and we see what that actually looks like. So if you like that, you can always go ahead and work with that for your book. Okay, let's first increase on the intensity of that. I think this is a bit more better. But like I said, you can play around with everything until it makes sense for you. Let's try the pink and we see purplish pink kind of like vibe and we see what we get. Okay. So guys, like you can see, like I said, everything, you just have to try it out and see what actually works better. Okay. It's a game of try, 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 try. So I think we should go with this light purple over here. Let's see. I might change my mind later on, but for now, let's be working with that, okay? So let's duplicate this page over here because I don't want to go through the process of adding effects and everything. I just want to work with just that. So let's go ahead and get our text from ChatGPT for the next page, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, just like this. Click on copy, come back to Canva, and I'm going to replace it with this text over here. Okay. So let me just copy everything. Then I click on paste. If you want to change the layout, you can do it over here, just like this. And if you find the one that you want to work with, go ahead and do it. Okay. So that actually doesn't look good. Why? Okay, it's not highlighted. That's why you don't see any changes. Okay, so let me first highlight the text really well. Okay, that makes much more sense. So let's center it and we see if we like it better that way. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take out this frame over here. Then I'll come back here once again and find something new to work with. Okay. I decided to work on the remaining pages of screen, and this is how they turned out like. So for this last one, I did something a bit different. All I did is I used the same technique of choosing the color of the page. Then I went ahead to choose this frame over here, and I sent it backward behind the text. Okay, you just have to right click, and then you click on layer. So this gives you the option to send the text wherever you want it to appear on the page. So I sent it backward and I also reduced on the transparency of the image. So that's why you see it's not as colorful or as visible like these other ones. Okay, so let's have a quick view of them all together as one page like this. Like you can see, this is how our book actually looks like. So guys, next is to download our book, and all you have to do is to come on this option of share. But before we download it, I want to show you something else. Let's click on this option of CO, and this is going to allow you to see the different options that will allow you to turn the book into flip pages. And there is different tools you can use. For example, the simple booklet flip and the hazy and flip books. So you can click on any one of those that you'd like to try out, and you see if you like any of those to work with for your book. Then to download, all you have to do is to click on this download option. So it's going to bring you over here. And like you can see, we have options of a file type. So you will choose the file type based on where you want to share this, story. For example, if you want to print it out, you can consider going with the PDF print, okay? Or if you want to just email it to someone or share it via links, you might consider going with the PDF standard. And if you want to replace the images with the videos, which I'm going to show you how to generate, you might consider downloading it as an MP4 video, okay? So it depends on where you're planning to share it. Then once you're done, all you have to do is to click on download and then click on share, okay? That's it, guys. Now, to turn the images into videos, you're going to come back to Google Gemini. And this time around, we are going to change the settings to create videos with VEO. Okay, click on that option, like you can see. An option of adding a photo and also describing the video you want to create is going to surface over here. Since we already have a photo that we want to work with, all you have to do is to click on this button just like this, and you go ahead to find the photo that you want to work with. So let me choose one from the ones we have in our book. So let's go with this one over here. Okay, let's click on open just like that, and it's going to surface over here. Now, as it uploads, let's go ahead and we find an image to video prompt describing the image that we've inserted. So this is an image from scene 2. Let's go back to ChatGPT, and we are going to find scene 2 image to video prompt. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and copy this over here just like this, and then we are going to bring it back to Google Gemini and paste it over here just like this. So we are going to click on submit to see the results we are going to get, okay, as we wait for the video, because it's going to take a little bit of time. I kindly request you to support this channel by liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on content like this. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below, and I'll be able to answer them as soon as I can. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, guys, like you can see, our video is now ready. So let's play it to see how it turned out like.